Eden Zero is back, and we actually start off a little battle map telling us where everyone's at, which it's not that complicated to know where everyone was at even without the battle map, but basically there are 3 battlefields. The one near the Eden's 1, the one inside the Eden Zero, and the one with the dragons. We basically just get everyone's reactions to the fact that the Eden Zero is now going to self-destruct, like Hermit is immediately trying to deprogram the program, and Witch's response is, okay, if the ship is going to blow up, and you knew about this wizard, because he did, why are you on the ship? And his response is, my only task is to kill you. So basically, he's accepted the fact that he's probably going to die now being blown up with the ship, but he's going to make sure that Witch is dead, because his sole mission is to kill Witch. He doesn't care if the ship blows up or not. I know all of the Dark Stars were programmed to follow the Eden's One or Void's orders, but the fact that they're this programmed to do so, they're willing to self-sacrifice, is kinda insane. Sister's also freaking out. Her main priority is to get Peanut out of there because she's unconscious still. Unfortunately, the doors are all locked. That ain't happening. That's when Clown shows up in a locked room, which I suppose his ability allows him to, create things that don't exist, so I guess he just made himself his own door. But still, that he just made it possible for them to escape because they could just force him to open up a door. I don't know why he's taking this risk. Once again, it's his programming to kill Sister. That's what he's been ordered to do. He even mocks the fact that it's pretty pathetic that he's on a suicide mission with the ship about to blow up just to kill Sister. Sister's not afraid because she's already beaten him once, so she knows she can do it again. But that Clown also remembers she can beat him, because apparently for some reason they didn't eject him into space or send him to any prison before warping into Universe Zero, so he has all of his memories from the former world. I don't understand this at all. Did they forget that they had him in their prison hold? Why would they go to another universe with Clown? Because everyone immediately got split up, and they knew that was going to happen. They even said that even if they get split up again, they'll meet each other again. They will find each other. So they knew that he was going to escape their prison if they went back in time with him. So they just straight forgot they had him as a prisoner. That's the only explanation. But yeah, because of that, he has prep time because he knows he's going to lose this fight, and so he releases a special gas that poisons androids. And so Moscow and Sister basically just fall to their knees gasping for air. Clown is unaffected for some reason. There might be an antidote or something to this gas, but Peanut is unconscious, so we actually see no effect from her at all. So it's unclear if it's also killing her or not. It probably is. She's unconscious, so we don't know. Clown is quite proud with himself, knowing that he just beat everyone. That is until he looked at Happy and said, why isn't it affecting you? And Clown legitimately gets the Hisoka face from Hunter x Hunter when he learned that Chrollo can't fight him anymore. Clown gets the exact same face when he sees Happy. He's just unaffected, and Happy's like, I'm not an android in this universe. Happy's not stupid, so he'll most likely figure out or realize that Clown is unaffected by this gas, which means there is an antidote or something. He'll find it, and he'll probably bring Witch back to life. We see Shiki board the Enid's 1, and he immediately is attacked by skeleton androids. I'm guessing Void knows that he's the bad guy because you have literal skeletons, the basically undead androids, as your army. It doesn't get any more clear that you are the bad guy. But yeah, they start immediately just shooting at Shiki. He gravity kicks a bunch of them, does some serious damage, and then they shoot off another volley of rounds at him. And I assumed he uses gravity to grab their ether bullets and launch them back at him, but that didn't happen. That did happen, but it wasn't meant to happen that way. What Shiki did is he just crushed all of them with his gravity, and so the bullets just happened to return back to them, because their bullets got hit by his gravity crush first before they did. So they were hit by their own bullets and then smashed into the ground by gravity. Somehow, one of the skeleton robots actually stood up and was still alive. It was beaten to hell. It was clearly on the verge of dying. But the fact is, it survived his attack, which is actually impressive for fodder. But then it immediately just gets obliterated by lightning. That's when we finally get introduced to the final member of the Original Seis Galactica in this universe, Lightning Law, who is obviously an android because they all are in this universe, but he seems to be based off of a mixture between a monk and a Greek man. He's wearing the kind of robes that the people of Zeros' time in Fairy Tail used to wear. And I say he's like a monk because he does that thing with his hands that Lorcadia used to do in Fairy Tail's Wear, where he just makes different kind of hand signs and symbols and such. I'm sure this is going to be a difficult fight for Shiki, but based on the fact that he one-shotted old man Nero, I have a feeling this fight will be difficult, but it's not going to be something that's going to require all of Shiki's energy or strength. I think he's going to basically go into overdrive, and we're just going to see a beatdown. I mean, it's going to take a few hits. He ain't going to one-shot him, but it's going to be a one-sided fight. We go back to the flashback at the end of the chapter again to 20,000 years in the past. We have Sister and Witch in the hospital together. Sister is just randomly repeating Shiki's name over and over again, even though she's never met him and shouldn't know anything about him. And she mentions that just random words would just pop into her head sometimes, and they just get stuck there. So a theory I had, and one that ended up going around the internet after I checked on myself, was that the Earth is actually Mother that went into overdrive. The reason why I didn't talk about this theory is because it felt kind of off for me, because Mother knew who Shiki was and was waiting for Shiki. So there's no possible way that someone from 20,000 years ago would have any involvement with Shiki's existence, because otherwise the four shining stars would also have some involvement with Shiki's existence. Well, this chapter just changed that altogether. Apparently the four shining stars knew about Shiki even before he was born. Hell, not just that, but they knew about him back when they were still humans, apparently. I'm going to assume, since we're talking about the planet Earth is slowly dying and there's something wrong with it, I'm going to assume what's happening is that the planet Earth is sending out messages to the four shining stars because it knows that they will be the future that will meet Shiki. I mean, this is a story about time travel, so it would make perfect sense that Mother or the Earth itself, or if they're both the same thing, would have some sense of understanding of the entire timeline that exists from here, 20,000 years to the future, to even to the time when human beings go extinct, another 20,000 years to the future. What I'm assuming is that the four shining stars and the four dark stars survived the end of the world because they were chosen by Mother to survive it, so they could eventually bring Shiki to her, because she knew what was going to happen thousands upon thousands of years into the future. But because the Earth hasn't gone into overdrive yet, she doesn't have a physical form to give this order yet, so she's just using her abilities that she has to get into their minds, to get them ready for what's going to happen. That would also explain why Hermit and Killer have an understanding of what overdrive is, or even understanding of how the planet can even go into overdrive. It's because Mother is the one sending this information to them. But hey, I guess we're just gonna have to wait to find out. If you enjoy this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Ian Zier and other amazing things. Thank you, and have a great day.